Praise the Lord. Good morning. Oh, I have a myriad of things on my mind, but let's try this correction first. Pride is loud lies about oneself. It's what you believe about yourself. It's loud, it's obnoxious, and it may be false. When I'm blessed of our Father to post a message or share, there are certain people who see the title, haven't listened to the message, but you always got something to say. And a lot of y'all deal with this too. Listen to this again. You see the subject or the title, and the title and the subject sometimes don't match. It might be a throw offer, but to have something to say and you haven't read the book, you see the title and you got something to say. You see a 8-word title and you got a 75-word diatribe, but you haven't listened to the message. That's pride. That's disruption, and it causes problems in the classroom and in the classroom of life. The college, high school, middle school, elementary, and this is elementary. To come up, now you're entitled to your opinion, but watch how proud this is. You see the title, oh, I know what that is, and you get to typing. You haven't listened to the message at all, and you all the way off. So that's why I take your comments down. Those of you who are guilty of this, we are entitled to our opinion. But when your opinion is prideful, loud, a misnomer, misunderstanding, miseducation, and you haven't listened to the message, you are proud. Now you see the title. I posted a message, FAT, which means faithful, available, teachable. I had a woman come up in my inbox and let me have it, talking about how long it took her to lose weight. I was like, lady, I'm not talking about obesity. I'm talking about the mind and heart. And she like, oops, I'm sorry. After all that horrible crap she said to me, she saw the title, didn't listen, and that's what a lot of people do. You haven't read the book, but you know everything about the book. That's called pride. As I leave this alone. So that's why I take your comments down, because it doesn't correlate or run parallel or alongside of the message. You know, you see the title. There are men with titles called husband, but that's a purpose. That's a spiritual role. There are women with the title called wife. That is a spiritual role. You're supposed to reflect your spiritual role. The title and the book and the pages may not be the same. I had someone come up on my page talking about something.com. Like, what are you talking about? This applies to all of us and all families. You're not my psychiatrist. I've had a psychiatrist over 20 years. You're not my leader. You're not my conscience. You have your own conscience, your own leader, as I leave this be. And who talks to you more than yourself? You'll see you'll see the subject, you'll see the title, haven't listened to 3 seconds of the message, which will be praise the Lord in the beginning, but yet you got an opinion. High maintenance. High maintenance is when you have a car, a truck, a boat, a house, and or a person that you're pouring a whole lot into, and what you pouring into them is like a bucket with a hole in it. It's like a tree that grows money, but you burn the tree down every time the money starts growing. High maintenance is putting a whole lot of money or time or effort into something that is not valuable at all. A lot of people have high maintenance minds and hearts. People done put a lot into you, years, decades, 30 years, 20 years, 12 years, 15 years, and you haven't changed at all. That's high maintenance and pride. Loud lies about yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You knew I was like that when you met me. As I leave this alone. But seriously, y'all, that's why I take certain and so many of y'all's comments down. It's not jealousy. It's called ignorance and pride. When you can respond to something without knowing the backstory, the whole story, you don't even know the subject matter. And the subject matters, but you got something to say. You ever been with somebody that showed their behind from sun up to sundown? I remember when people used to hate to be off on the same day as their spouses or loved ones or mates. Now you're stuck in the living room or den or bedroom with them because they high maintenance. High maintenance. As I leave this alone, but a car, a boat, a house, any type of contraption, a person, you pouring all this time, love, begging, years, tears, and fears just gone. When you met the person, you were a Coke bottle, and then you built like a 3-liter or a grenade. Somebody need to throw one. But seriously, when you run up on anyone's page, I had a guy just come up on page, he'll see a message, perseverance, steadfastness. And I was like, what is he talking about? And one time I asked him, I said, have you ever listened to any of the messages? No, I know what you're going to say. I was like, brother, it's time for you to leave. Here's your block party. I don't even know what I'm going to say. That's called pride, loud lies about oneself mixed with high maintenance. Put all that money in that truck, still in the garage. Put all that money in that boat, still won't start. Put all that money in that motorcycle, still ain't worth nothing. Put all that money in that woman, still arguing and fighting. Put all that money and time and effort in that woman or man, still fussing, arguing, fighting, and you haven't arrived to a point of compromise or change yet. As I leave this alone, high maintenance, lies, loud lies about oneself. Hear the message. Hear the entire sum of the matter. That's in the Bible. Let us reason together. That's in Isaiah. Let us reason together. Man, stop it. Grow. I mean, everybody want to be a socialite, social status, famous. I'm just trying to help someone. Because when I get the judgment, I pray the good Lord has some good words to say about me and to me. Like, well done, thy good and faithful servant. But when you can come on somebody's page, you be waiting, be foaming at the bit, be salivating at your chomps, waiting. But you haven't heard the message. Messages, messenger, Messiah. And you wonder why you still a mess. Because you keep responding, you putting out, but you ain't taking in, so therefore you can't change. High maintenance. Peace. I pray I didn't wound or hurt nobody. I pray we all grow. It's a shame to grow old and not to grow up. Peace. And sliding down the screen.